Welcome to the Hudson Pelham Democratic Candidate Forum for 2020. I'm your host, Diane Canava, and I would like to begin by stating that the New Hampshire Democrats envision a state where individuals, families, and businesses can thrive. Their beliefs, commitment, and policies are grounded in democratic values of fairness, freedom, dignity, and compassion. They advocate for policies that support strong, healthy, and resilient communities and families, and a strong economy with opportunities for all. Democrats believe that honest, transparent government promotes a free, democratic society, one that plays a vital role in creating healthy communities with a strong safety net and a vibrant business environment. They believe that essential elements of a robust economy include a healthy, well-educated, well-trained, and fairly compensated workforce, quality public education, affordable housing, and a comprehensive transportation and communication infrastructure. With that being said, this show's purpose is to spotlight many Democratic candidates who will appear on Hudson and Pelham's election ballots on Tuesday, November 3rd. So let's begin by introducing them and inviting each candidate to present a snapshot of themselves. And I'm going to start with, and next we have Mr Gagnon for State Representative.
Good evening. Thank you, Diane, and thank you to the committee for having us here tonight. My name is Mr Gagnon. I grew up in Pelham, New Hampshire, went to Pelham High School. I have an undergraduate from Wentworth Institute of Technology in Boston, a master's degree from Southern New Hampshire University. I've been currently living in Hudson for about 4 years now. I have a daughter who's 2, very vibrant, beautiful, of course. I am also a cat dad. I enjoy making wine in my spare time. And I currently sit on the Hudson Conservation Commission as a volunteer for the past 4 years as well. So thank you, and I look forward to having your vote.
Thank you. State Representative. First is Mr Gagnon. And Brett, my first question is, what has motivated you to seek state office, and what skill set would you bring to your position?
Well, thanks, Diane, for that question. And so there's two portions and the 2 parts of my platform that I'm very passionate about. One was mentioned earlier, conservation. Taking the successes I've seen locally and bringing them to a state level, I think, would be a great solution. And the other would be reforming family law. I've found that a lot of the regulations that I read are kind of from back in the day, and they need to be reformed to today's family dynamic. Some of the skills I bring to the table, my day job is a subject matter expert in regulatory for a life science company. So I spend most of my day reading regulations, interpreting them, training on them, and so forth. And I think this gives me a great skill that I can bring to the House of Representatives in understanding and changing and creating new laws that may help us in District 37. Thank you.
In seeking a legislative position, what have you identified as like a major priority or an unresolved concern that you would give your immediate attention?
Well, thank you again for that question. And so what I'll answer is based on those 2 platforms I spoke about earlier. One of them I'm actually currently involved in with parents' rights groups and actually following some of the new bills. There are 2 major issues that I found with the family law regulations. Both of them seem to be out of compliance with federal guidelines. One of them is regarding disability payments for veterans is actually part of the child support calculation. This is federally not allowed, and I was told that a lot of judges and people in the state actually know this and are looking to change that. Furthermore, the Family Law Committee has seemingly gone by their deadline of 3 or 4 years to change the actual regulations. And so now they are looking to actually update those so that it balances parental time with child support like many other states, and again within federal guidelines. So 2 things that should be aligned within the state that the federal guidelines already highlight. Thank you.
And your last question. As COVID-19 challenges families, businesses, schools, what do you perceive as your supportive role as state representative, and what means would you employ to stay up to date on the pressing needs of your constituents?
Well, that's a great question, especially for today's environment. There's 2 parts to that question. How would I reach out to my constituents, that obviously would be a very normal answer of both digitally and physically. So digitally, I have my campaign page. I also pass out business cards with my phone number to directly call me as needed. From there, I also operate with others a local Conservation Commission website, so I can get information and feedback on those topics that I support. Furthermore, I run a grassroots effort website which reaches a different population. And then physically, I am part of a group called Hike Hillsborough that does hikes on conservation properties all in the region in District 37. And during those hikes, people come from either 5 to 30 people, and I talk about what matters to them, what they want to see done, and I can also reverberate back what's happening in the state to them so they have an idea. So those are my 2 ways of communicating. Thank you. Well, thank you, Diane, and thank you, Community Center, for having us tonight. My name, again, is Brett Gagnon, and I honestly believe that I represent the majority of our District 37. I'm a young professional. I'm a homeowner in the community. I'm a new father. I'm a dedicated volunteer as well. In closing, I think we need more young people in government. I hope I can be that person for you. I look for your vote as state representative, again, Brett Gagnon. For more information about me, you can hashtag Brett Protecting New Hampshire on social media. Thank you.